name is Harrison Beacher. I'm hailing from Washington, D.C., the district, and I am a managing partner of a sales team here called the Coalition Properties Group. We've been together as a team since 2019, but I've been in the business since 2008, and I'm a native Washingtonian. I'm excited to talk to you about my city, what I love about living in the district, and just some of the great things to consider as you are thinking about a place to live. Home ownership is powerful. My team and I are super passionate about helping people overcome objections and fear and like traditional barriers to ownership through education. We have an expensive city. So in DC, the median price for a single family home is over 700,000, 730,000 to be exact. And for all homes, the median was around 600. So that's expensive. That's reflective of the level of education and the incomes that people earn that work in the city. So there's a few kind of unique features, I think, that makes DC special, what makes me enjoy living here. The first thing that comes to mind is how considerate people are. When you look at a city of highly educated, professional people that are used to doing the things you got to do to succeed in business and life, that means they consider the details a lot. So when you're just going to restaurants, going to bars, going out to eat, just interacting with folks in general in the city, it is interesting to notice how many variables are considered here. So for your more type A personalities, this can be a very comfortable place to live because things are considered. And for those that are not so type A, it might seem a little intense, but that's another good word for it, right? I think DC does have a level of intensity and a level of energy. It's not the same as New York, right? Where everyone's just hustling, bustling, sprinting around all the time. But it's a different kind of intensity. And the currency here is definitely connection, more so than it is money and wealth. So while it is an expensive place to live, if you can understand how to navigate the networks here, that is a much more valuable currency than a flashy outfit or a fancy car. In fact, the cars are not really nice here. That's not what people spend their money on. I always joke and say you'll see someone driving a Honda Accord or a Prius up to $1 million house, right? Like that's pretty common in DC to put your wealth into your property, into your home, as opposed to putting it into shiny kind of exterior features. So again, our team, the Coalition Properties Group, we're based in the Capitol Hill neighborhood of Northeast DC. And what's really cool about that neighborhood is all the history, and literally the Capitol building, the seat of power, is right in our backyard, and all the museums and the mall. And there's so much in terms of free cultural stuff that you can attend or just check out right here. And I grew up in the area. I went to high school and college in the city, and I live in the city right now. So that's something that's really important I want to plug. If you're ever looking to someone for advice about DC, make sure they live there, because folks that live way out in Virginia or in parts of Maryland will try to talk and claim that they are Washingtonians. And I get a little perturbed about that because there is a difference to actually live in the city. It's just a different energy, and I really appreciate the folks that make that choice. So as you are considering places to go, places to live, I can't speak high enough of the DC metro area and the city proper as an awesome place to live. I mentioned a little bit earlier the details that are considered. Something that's really great here is our food scene. COVID has definitely changed and made some of those restaurants kind of pivot and figure it out. But we are the hub of Jose Andres, who's, the Think Food Group. I think they're with the Feeding the World Network right now. He's not just an amazing philanthropist, like all of his restaurants are super legit and can really cater to all dietary concerns. We talk about detail oriented. If you are a vegan or vegetarian or celiac or gluten-free or pescatarian, or even if you love meat, love bacon, you have every restaurant option that you can imagine here. And a little background on me in terms of my understanding of the city and the culture of it is that I actually used to have a DJ business, ergo my home office, having a bua in here that's showing somebody spinning. The music scene is really good. The music, arts, and entertainment scene in the city, and just the energy that people have for appreciating eclectic music is another really great thing about living here. Again, COVID has changed it a little bit, but some of our significant venues, I'm really confident will come back with with force, and we'll have the opportunity to really consume any kind of music you want, any kind of cuisine you want, and be in a place with smart, educated people. I'd like to say that if you want to come to DC and be successful, you really have to be on your game. I think that phrase "real recognizes real" comes up here. You can definitely get checked, and I'm constantly impressed by just how educated a lot of people are here. Trivia is a big thing at bars in DC, and people are really good at trivia just because of the things they know. So, I mean, the culture here is one that I think you can definitely get plugged in. It's not people moving so fast or so angry that they're not going to say hi. It's definitely a friendly city in that sense, but it's conquerable. That's something I'll say to young professionals looking wherever you want to kind of put your roots down. I think DC is definitely a conquerable city. You can fully understand it. It's not very big geographically. You can get across it relatively quickly, depending on when traffic is rough. But it's a place that is awesome to spawn a career, and people come and do all kinds of things. It's not just politics. There's so much tech and IT, consulting. Everybody's a consultant here. A lot of law, medicine, because we do have some significant hospitals in the region that do some really cool stuff and research. But it's got a little bit of everything. And I always joke and say that Maryland, which is the neighborhood, the state to DC's north, can encompass every kind of community in America you want, from super rural to super affluent, to up and coming, to coastal, to beach, to country, to mountains, I mean, you got everything close by. It's just an awesome place to live. So again, my name's Harrison Beacher. I work with the Coalition Properties Group. It's our mission at Coalition Properties Group to be the bridge to our community for all things real estate, lifestyle, and wealth building. And as we look at helping people buy their homes and finding a place to set up and be comfortable, that lifestyle portion is really, really important. So we're always happy to be ambassadors for the city and the region. My business partner, Keith James, actually has an amazing list of all his favorite restaurants in terms of every cuisine. So we are big on being proponents of the city, on championing the city, on telling people the story, creating the narrative, and also getting people to understand the soul and history of the city. DC's nickname at one point was Chocolate City, right? Because it had a predominantly African-American population. And that culture and that cultural stamp and footprint has not been lost. So, I mean, yes, there's been lots of gentrification and neighborhood change, but I think the culture and soul of the city is definitely still here. And it's something that we want to make sure folks moving here or considering moving here are aware of. So I thank you for taking the time to watch this video and learn about me, Harrison Beacher, and the Coalition Properties Group with Keller Williams Capital Properties, based in Northeast Washington, D.C. And if we can ever be of assistance, connect with us on our social media platforms. We're on Instagram at Coalition PG. I am on Instagram at HL Beach, like the beach you swim in. And our website is coalitionpg.com. So that's COALITIONPG.com. And if you ever need anything in DC, the DC metro area, let us know. We are always pleased, honored, and excited to tell the story of our city and help folks with whatever they need in the region. So that's me signing off from the district. And yeah, look forward to being in touch. If I can be of assistance at all, please do not hesitate to reach out. And my email is Harrison, HARRISON, at coalitionpg.com. Harrison at coalitionpg.com. On Instagram at HL Beach. And our team is at Coalition PG on Instagram too. Thank you so much for listening. Have a good day.